Good morning, everybody. Good morning, very, very good morning. And it's a good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. I will be right there. I'm making a quick move behind the scenes here. Where? There. Boom. Okay. Good morning. Who all's here? Billy, Exception, Nerdy, Herbs, Herbs von Werbs, Paul Velez. Good morning, Paul. Hey, Jesus Cristo in Australia. Mikey B, Jackie Cat. Jackie, we have a guest here. Satter Wolf, Exception Nerdy 5280. For the rest of the day, Buddy and Hags and Dan Doe. Matt. Matt, did you hit the like button? Did Matt hit the like button? I sure hope he did. Evil. It's not evil, it's evil. Free, 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 and Deborah is in the house. Cleaning and Laura. And Badge. And if I keep reading, I'll never stop. Good morning, Carlotta. Good job, Matt. Good job. Did you guys all follow Matt's example? Good morning, Sarah. Did you follow Matt's example? Cat, Meowzilla, hit the like button. Hit the like button, Shane the Meek. Oh my. Oh my. Here we go. It's Tuesday. Here we go with the Myco flow. Pops. Okay, very quickly. Let me show you guys something. Okay, you guys ready? So what do we have? 30, 35 people here, 10 to 15 over at the other place. All together. We're not going to talk about Mush Fest this week too much because we're going to get back in business. We're going to do, who wants some rando factos this morning? Does anybody want a rando facto this morning? We'll read out of our Myco book, and then we're going to start a new book. We've read a couple things out of it, but we're going to, this week, we're going to learn more about how to love. But let's do some rando factos this morning and a couple of minor giveaways here and there. And we're back in the game. We have a committee, putting together a committee. Reach out to Exception and Carlotta and, Gypsy. They're putting together ideas for the next Mush Fest next time. We didn't do any planning this time because everything was so topsy-turvy, and the flexibility everybody had. So we really didn't have a time to get together and say, what's our next plan, and come up with one. So they're out there planning. And I told them, Pops will do anything he's told to do. I'm a Ken doll. Did you know that? Kimberly knows me well. I'm a Ken doll. All you have to do is dress me up and tell me where to go. Okay? So any Barbies out there that are going to figure this thing out. Oh, look at you guys, are adorable. So we had all those people here, right? And Satterwolf, we don't mention that. Okay? I did check out my sister's Barbie, I have to be honest. And it always freaked me out. So anatomically incorrect. There were so many missing parts. They had curves and stuff, but there were missing parts. So, well, for that matter, Ken too. Even G.I. Joe. Think about it. Even G.I. Joe. Billy D wants us to help hold the next fest in his backyard. How big's your backyard, Bill? How big's your backyard? So, you guys remember it's Niffy's Bart's is Bart's. Niffy, it's your anniversary? You and Cleanie? Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary to Niffy and Cleanie. 18 years. You guys look like, you're so cute together. I gotta say that. In between everything else, you guys are absolutely adorable. I fell in love with them both on sight. I mean, I knew I liked them before they went to our Mush Fest, but literally, Cleanie's like, I grew up with Cleanie. We used to shoot slingshots together. He was a little bit younger than me, and I took him out, but he always got in more trouble than me. I'd always try to reel him back. Okay, no, we don't want to do that. His name's Dave. I go, Dave, we can't do that. He's, come on, man. He was always pushing the envelope a little bit, and he always had a slingshot in his back pocket of our overalls. So I was like, well, if he has a slingshot, I'm going to get a slingshot, right? We used to go down to the creek, and we'd get little round pebbles, and we'd practice shooting. Cleanie was always faster than me. He could get off about 10 shots, and I'd get off 7. I'd hit 6, he'd hit 3. Just saying. Pops, back in the day, I've always been an eagle eye. 6 out of 7's nothing. He went for rapid fire. He was the machine gun slingshotist. I was like, Cleanie, if you just slow down, take an extra second on your pullback. It's your pullback. It's in the form. I was there when he met Niffy. Love at first sight. The guy goes over. We're walking down the street. Pretty little girls. What's Cleanie do? He gets his slingshot out. He's gonna take a shot at her. Like, you know how you pull a girl's braid? You know how you pull a braid? Slingy's getting ready to do it like from long distance. She's walking. You can't do that, man. Don't. So I reach into my pocket and I get out my pocket knife. Open. You always had a pocket knife back then, did you not? Every kid in the world had a pocket knife from your father. From your father. Your father gave you your first pocket knife. I pull out my pocket knife. I go over to the neighbor's rose bush. Cut off a rose. I said, go catch up with her and give her this. Okay? You don't shoot a slingshot at her. Okay? Oh, Jesus Christ, I had the switchblade. I remember my first switchblade. It was a black market switchblade. The butterfly knife I could never do. Jesus, I was scared to death of it. I thought I'd cut off a finger. But the switchblade, we got one from Chinatown. One of those gift shops in Chinatown. After about the 4th flick, you know, you push the button. About the 4th, actually it was a slide push. You slide the button back, the blade would flick open, right? After about the 4th one, the blade flew off. Barely missed Cleanie. No, or whoever. I might have been with Higgs at the time. Almost killed him. The cheapo. Don't get a cheap switchblade. Don't get a cheap one. Good morning, MVP. Who remembers the book, The Cross and the Switchblade? I was a professional poker player too, you guys. Remember that? I was paid by the casino to play. Whoever remembers the book? It was like back in the 60s and 70s, The Cross and the Switchblade. It was about a guy that goes out on the streets and he tries to turn all the gang members into Christians. Do you guys remember that? So, anyways, that book, I decided I wanted to do both. Divinely chosen. I decided I wanted both. I wanted a cross. They both sounded good to me. Okay? Wait, I'll handle it, Herbie. Both of them sounded good to me, the cross and the switchblade. To this day, I'm still trying to figure out which one. Warrior priest. It was that guy was a cool dude, though. He was on a mission. He had a ministry. It was really good. Very quickly, I have to tell you guys that we, after this weekend, 2 weekends ago, when all these people were here and they saw my couch, one or two people mentioned, "Hey, Pops, had you ever thought about getting another couch?" And I really hadn't, because I enjoy my couch. I like Big Bustard. I like my couch. Okay? But there was enough buzz, there was enough tickle to make me think, you know what? Should I get a new couch? So give me 10 people that think Pops might have got a new couch. No, not messing with Pop's bed. MVP, that is my bed. Thank you, Kim. It's on a little. I need a little upholstery cleaner, but should I get a new couch? Satterwolf got the box you guys sent him, Kim. Badgie, nothing's wrong with the couch, but some people thank you. You guys are all rushing to my. You guys are the best. No, nobody said get a new couch. Every one of you's like, why, Pops? Your couch is fine. Don't mess it up. Kim's, if you're gonna get rid of a couch, give it to us. You guys are right. All right, all right. Okay then. Okay, all right. Well, then I'm not doing it. I was ordering this one. Okay, wait. Washable covers, Jackie. You knock it off. I was ordering this one. But you guys are saying no. It's special. Most of you are saying no. You don't need. I don't need a hot dog couch with a little relish pillow. Huh? Is that what you guys are telling me? Maggie's like, well, maybe. No. Seriously. Where's Pops gonna sleep? What do you do? Nip, what do you do? Do you remove the dog? Is the dog, is he Velcroed in? Or is it sewed in? Okay. I need the dog out of the way at some point. Wait a minute. Get a taco couch. As long as it's not wet. As long as it's not, you don't need any water on this one, right? That couch won't cut the mustard. So you guys, I told you we were going to be done with hot dogs last week, but maybe we're not. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. I don't see onions. Don't do it. I think an onion's a throw-on pillow. I think it's like, it's a throw-on pillow. Stop it, Greedy. Pops, why? That thing cracked me up. So, a minute ago, you guys were saying don't change the couch. Now everybody's got all kinds of ideas for the new couch. I love you guys, man. Pickled tomatoes. What else can we get? We got it. Oh my God. Those are like, I think the relish is tiny little pillows. I really do. I think there's a bunch of them. You could have a real pillow fight with this relish. Anyways, that is some funny stuff right there. Who said taco couch? Who said taco couch? That's funny. Okay. Edward, I should have a room with that in it. I'm not kidding you. That is the funniest damn thing. And for a wienerphile like me, that would be just perfect. I love you guys very much. I knew my friends would laugh with me at that. Big Bustard, he went taco. Let me show you guys something really strange. I know it's true for me. Listen, listen, listen. We're gonna get halfway serious. I'm gonna show you two more videos this morning. And enormous, I'm a wiener file. That's what I am. I gotta show you guys something. Scientific. Put your scientific. Do you guys want to see more funny or scientific first? Let's do one more funny. Let's do one more funny. And then we're gonna do a scientific. Okay? I promise not to be completely hot dog obsessed this week because I did get my fill of hot dogs at the Mush Fest. But the fish, like just the fish made everything happen. And then Trippy Hippie left some phenomenal ground beef and bacon. Ate that some of that this week, and with like this Greek seasoning that he Cavenders, Cavenders. Oh my God! Sprinkle Cavenders on your burger. Make yourself a burger. He calls it a Greek burger. It's a perfect. This is one is a perfect hamburgers from Europe, but you can eating. Okay, Cavenders. I'd never had it page before, so I picked up. He said, "You gotta get Cavenders. You gotta get Cavenders, Cavenders." And es perfecto. Really? You guys knew about Cavenders? You guys all knew about Cavenders? Jonathan K., all of you? And nobody told me before, Trippy? Cavenders. We actually had, hold on. Might as well tell everybody I don't keep secrets. I don't keep secrets like some of you do. Seems like some of you guys keep secrets. Cavenders. All-purpose Greek seasoning. Me either, Laura. And it is, after sprinkling that generously on your hamburger, that's all you need to do. Done. Make a patty, sprinkled it equally do. Grilly, really delicioso. Okay. I don't know, enormous. You can look that up. You can look that up. They don't say right on it. MSG, I don't see it on it. But it's delicious. Okay? Let's do one other thing. This is what I found a few people, this is a few people, some shall remain nameless. It is can get some. I don't usually do that, do I? I don't do ads for meat seasonings here. So clearly it's good. Old Bay is good stuff too. So every once in a while you'd look around the corner and there was a guy at Mush Fest holding a party with himself. It was like, because we didn't have drinking games, we didn't really. If you wanted a drink, you just went got a drink. If you wanted a beer, cooler. There was plenty to drink. Nobody wasn't drinking. We didn't need to promote the drinking game. No beer pong, none of that. We just, drank when it was comfortable. Some people actually need a little bit more. Watch this. Saturday. MSG is actually really good, you guys. You're silly. Watch this. Watch this guy. Rock, paper, scissors. When you play rock, paper, scissors with yourself. What a maroon. Okay, what? His paper is sideways. I know what I'm gonna do, you guys. I'm gonna play rock paper. I'm gonna play rock paper scissors. Give me some scissors. The scissors are pointed right at him. That's the part that's scaring me. All right, watch this. Watch this.
Do you speak English?
No, I don't. Sorry.
My car's broken down, and I wondered if you could tell me where to find a garage.
Well, you know, that's wasted on me. I don't understand what you're saying.
I don't speak English at all.
Not a word. No. It's one of those things where I wish I paid more attention in school. But excuse me. Sorry. Do you speak any English?
English? No.
Yes, probably. I don't know. I can't understand it.
Hi, my car's broken down, and I need to find a garage.
Garage.
No, I'm sorry.
I didn't understand that at all.
All right, well, thanks.
Tell you what, if you go down that way, about half a mile, there's a village. There might be somebody there that speaks English.
Ich speak ein bisschen Deutsch. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Deutsch, nein. Sprichst du Deutsch?
Deutsch? Nur ein oder zwei Wörter, aber ich bin nicht fließend.
So I'm sorry for you won't help.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Do you speak English?
Lessons in communication. Lessons in communication. And put this one in your brain and go away. Put this one in your brain. This will be our last video of the morning. You ready? Listen to this. I've never heard this before. Makes a ton of sense.
Learning about this psychological phenomenon that apparently happens to all of us, but none of us ever talk about it because we think we'd sound insane if we ever admitted to having these thoughts. Have you ever been driving in like a 2-lane situation like this and randomly gotten the intrusive thought to swerve in the other lane for some reason? Have you ever been on a cruise looking at the observation deck and randomly gotten a flash of yourself jumping over? It's like a flash of the worst case scenario that you would never consciously actually do. So the question is like, why are you having this thought? Okay, so there's this phrase in French called l'appel du vide, and when you translate it, it translates to the call of the void.
The
It's a
call of the
psychological
void.
phenomenon that happens whenever we feel randomly called to throw ourselves into the void. And the craziest thing about the call of the void is apparently we have evolved to have this feeling. Apparently it's a reflection of evolving properly. If we're really high up and there isn't enough fear detected in our bodies, our minds will literally create a vision of the worst possible scenario and flash it in front of us. That way we take the necessary precautions into making sure that it doesn't accidentally actually happen. I was just learning about this psychological phenomenon that apparently happens to
Your brain will make it like we've evolved to the point where we're like, create the worst case possible. Think about it for a flash so you don't do it. I connect with that. Yeah, enormous. Thanks, brain. Thanks, evolution. Shawanda, you are not the only one. No. It's not like we drive around thinking it all the time, but when we're in an extremely precarious / dangerous, I'm the windy road guy. Every once in a while, I'm a windy road, and I'm like, I picture myself taking I don't stop, I'm going. And I'm like, oh boy, bring it down. That brings down the speed a little, and I'm taking a little more care. Yeah. Very, very cool stuff. I apologize for not remembering who sent me that, but I connected with that immediately. Okay, never winner before. If you've never won anything at Pops, Tea with Pops before, never won anything, not one little thing, I want you to participate in this giveaway. I'm going to give you something. It's a sample of some of the stuff. I'm going to send you a nice fruit sample with some capsules made by Hague's. We still have a bunches of those, and I want the people to try those. So if you've never won before, I'd like you to say a number between 1 and 50. You could say up to 3 of them at one time, like on one line at one time. And the first one to get the number that's in my chute right now, I'll show you what you're going to get, and I'll send you a little sampley dampley do. 20, almost just said it. I'm going to go to the next one because I said it. Go to the next number. Okay. Shawanda, done. Shawanda, we're done. Shawanda just won. Shawanda, congratulations, Shawanda. Shawanda said 43. It really was 27, but I started saying 27. And I said, I'm going to go to the second number, 43. Shawanda. Shawanda killing the game. Shawanda, check us out. Check this out. I'm going to send to you this is about 2 grams worth of ghost fruit. This is a ghost. Nice blue, thick, ghost. And we're going to send you 10 of the purple hags. These are about 250 milligrams each of Hager Bump's special blend of psilocybin shrooms, and we call them purple hags. So we're going to be popping this to you because you've never got anything from us before. And you're going to go, woo, this is cool. Thank you. And how you're going to get them from us, Miss Shawanda, is you're going to write to the Detroit Mush, go to that website, the DetroitMushLab.net. That's a website. Scroll to the bottom. There's an email contact for me. Boop onto that. And then send me your address on that. And I send you back tracking and mail it out as fast as possible. Okay. Miss Shawanda, I'm glad you won. That's our first never winner before today. I'm going to do another never winner before we're done. Shawanda's adorable. Okay, I'll do just that. Very quickly, before we get started, we're going to go till about 10:15 today, you guys. Okay? Please let me go till 10:15. Give me 5 people that say Pops can go till 10:15, even if you had to go early. Give me 5 more people that with likes. We're at 90 people here, only 46 likes. Like it up. Like it up. And we like it up because we want more people to like it up. Note that I saw this morning. Yes, to New York City is no problem, Nicholas. Anywhere inside the United States. Badgie, I love you. I miss so many people. One of them's here. I'm going to guest appearance him here right at the very last second on you guys. I'm going to throw a guest appearance at you guys. Shh. No, random, I can't get to the UK. This morning, quick note, I'm watching background because I'm always busy, but I have something going on in the background. The FDA, Food and Drug Administration, they go through a lot of stuff. They're really picky about what they finally will release and let the American public medicate with and digest and eat. They're pretty picky, and thank God. Imagine how much ptomaine poisoning we could all have if there wasn't a watchdog organization. They are now on the precipice. All the trials are done. They're on the precipice of making that final approval. Boop. The old FDA stamp for using MDMA for PTSD therapy. Now, why does that excite a guy like me? They're working on the psilocybin part as we speak, too. And I think I personally think, I shouldn't speak because I don't have my own personal experience. I want to say that mushrooms are going to be better for us than MDMA, but I don't really know. I'm just glad to see them. Exactly, Shane. I'm glad to see them making the moves to change the concepts and the perceptions of how to treat PTSD. And PTSD is pervasive. It's pervasive, and it comes to us in so many forms from so many different places in our program. PTSD isn't just to a combat veteran. PTSD can happen to a rape victim. I mean, there's the spectrum of opportunities to experience PTSD in a mind-altering, mental health, hurtful way is, enormous. And it's how we deal with it. I think everybody has opportunities to have PTSD. It's what we're working our way through it. I mean, most stuff has to be post-traumatic. You don't have the issues before you've had the trauma. You have them after. So just by definition. So fantastic news, and we're also seeing a lot of progress with psilocybin being used with PTSD treatments, as well as others. We have a friend that has joined our group. I won't mention their name. 2 weeks ago, it's a true story. 2 weeks ago, he reaches out to us, and we send him a little volume of fruit. He reaches back, says, you know what, I took what you sent me, and I really didn't feel it. Is there something I'm doing wrong? He didn't question the potency of what we sent him. He was asking if he had done something wrong. I just thought, I got stuck here. Let me tell you what happened. I took 10 grams. And I kind of felt it, a little up, but I got stuck at, you took 10 grams and you did, I'm stuck at what? All right, what? I'm stuck at 10 grams. I couldn't get past. I'm not even ready to give a diagnosis right now. I'm still like, Herbie Von Werby Kebab was here. Herbie says, hey, Pops. He goes, maybe you ought to ask him if he's, does he take SSRIs? Like, goes on for me. I talked to our gentleman. I go, is there any way that you're currently on SSRIs at the same time? Well, yeah, matter of fact, I just took it. It's mixing the two. And literally, the SSRIs are going to almost completely blank out. And in an ineffective way, the other things that he was trying to do naturally. We showed him a bunch of research, pulled up stuff on Google, spent some time learning together how blocking SSRIs can be. He went home with that information. Listen. He went home with that information and a new package. He reached out to me Friday afternoon. He goes, Pops, I just wanted to let you know. I'm sorry. I mean, this guy you meet in person, he reaches out, Pops, I just want to let you know that I stopped taking my SSRIs 5 days ago. 5 days ago. And today, I took 2 grams of the package that you sent me home with. And I'm on cloud 9, Pops. I'm seeing the world like I've never seen it before. I'm in a perfect state. He's working at it. Those are exact words. I'm on cloud 9 right now. And it can't be that cloudy at 2 grams. 2 would have been more than I'd ask him to take. I'd have said, yeah, stick with 1. But he's kind of an overtaker guy. That was another thing we had to counsel him about. You kind of overtake stuff, don't you? Yeah, yeah, I'm an overtaker. So I've always overtaker, take. Be careful in overtaking. It's never going to be good. Anything that we do, we don't want to overdo. Anything. Yeah, I like what Neil just said, low and slow. But I mean, he's still, now he's, got to teach himself balance. Work with him. Give me 5 people that think that's pretty cool. Look at Badge, half yesterday felt like 1.5. Moderation in everything, Kimberly. Exception, I get it. This guy went cold turkey for 5 days. And he was like, white knuckling. White knuckling, and it was like, boom. Because we're doing some good stuff. This person came to our group because of our group. Lives about an hour and a half away. Will be a good friend from now on. I was going to do Rando Factos. I ran out of time because I did all those videos. We'll do Rando Factos tomorrow. Let me do a little shroom talk this morning. Okay? Don't do too much of anything, nerdy, right? We're the ambassadors of making sure of that. Because it's really easy to turn things into party drugs. And I'm not even saying don't party once in a while. I'm saying that's not what we promote. What we promote is health, wellness, and balance. Moderation in everything. The SSRI thing, people don't know any better. They don't have other options. Nobody, when you went into the psychiatrist or the doctor or the mental health clinic, they didn't tell you, or you could do this. They didn't give you that option. They just gave you this handful of stuff from Pfizer. They didn't tell you there was something out there from the spores of life that they've been using for centuries throughout Asia, Indo-Asia, Eurasia, Europe, into the Americas, South America, ancient, modern, religious practices, all of these. I wonder why they're using it. I wonder why we've been using this particular thing for thousands of years, and it's been effective. In Peng Lai, the island of the blessed, the 8 immortals of the Taoist pantheon esteem mushrooms as their center of their diet. Did you hear that? The island of the blessed, the 8 immortal Taoist pantheons. These are the 8 big shot Taoists. The pantheon, pan, meaning many, theon, God, many gods, a pantheon of gods. This island has 8 of them that they worship. These 8, the center of their diet, mushrooms. It's an ingredient that they've attributed to their master of longevity. Throughout history, fungi have been revered for their unique qualities. And today, they even underline the cuisines of nearly every world culture. Is this interesting? Should I go on? Is this interesting? We're going to still talk about being loved, but we're talking about mushrooms. These things are pretty fascinating. I'm working my tail off. Have you guys seen my IG pages lately? We stopped our growth cycle because of the fest, and I didn't want to have to be there and involved. So, boom, after the fest, back over there. Bags are rolling. Moving on. Harvest days soon. I love to do this. I love to do this. Knowing what we're going to do with all of this stuff. JC, have a good day. Now that, listen, There's mushrooms in on almost every world culture's cuisines. Listen, their addition to any meal is often a uniting factor, a buried flavor that makes people ask, what is that? But in a good way. Some of the fungal flavors are so highly exalted that they have been set above most ingredients used in cooking, a quality only shared by such rare items as saffron and buttressized wine. The distinct musk of the aromatic Italian white truffle is one of the strongest examples of fungal obsession. Wait for this. This is very funky. This single species is today the most expensive food in the world. In one case, it's sold at auction, Italian white truffles, 1 pound for $231,840. Almost $232,000 for a pound of truffles. 6 times the price of gold. Most of the fungal influences on the human diet aren't as extreme or as visible. More like the real nature of fungi. The most widespread role that fungi play in diet is through their role in the fermented foods of the world. These foods have not only helped the cultures of history survive countless famines and winters, fermented liquids have helped get through famines, droughts. They've brought cultures through some of the worst of times for having known and having stored up fermented drinks that have fungi somehow involved. Generally, let's say yeast alone will do it. These foods have helped cultures in history survive, but they've also come to define the quality and form of central ingredients in many cultures due to the rich flavors these foods provide. This is going to be very interesting. Kombucha is a good example. And all the different kinds of ales and wines and stuff like that they could cask and store for years and years, and that were actually better to drink than the poisoned water. One of the primary flavors offered by the 5th branch on the mycelium of life is umami. You guys know about umami. It's the 5th and subtlest taste sensation. There's 4 classic taste sensations that we know about. There's the 4 classics. And then umami has slipped in there. And it's now the 5th. And umami is based off of mushrooms. What are the other 4 classics, you ask? Sweet, salty, bitter, and sour. Sweet, salty, bitter, sour. Umami is in the game. We didn't used to think of that one as one. Now it is. It's evolved into our whole cuisines and taste profiles and everything. Umami's right up there. After it gives the sensation of brothy, rich, or meaty taste. It is what gives food a deep, satisfying, full-bodied flavor and mouthfeel, a result of the tongue's response to glutamate, an amino acid found in meat, cheese, nightshade plants, mushrooms, and many fungal ferments. Umami. Umami is found in meat's flavor profiles. One of the reasons sometimes we could just eat a mushroom burger. Some people fry up a mushroom and go, man, that tasted just like a burger. How's that? All mushrooms are a rich source of umami. But the darker the mushroom, the more umami it will express. The fungi are the richest non-animal source of this nourishing sensation. Non-animal. Remember how we're always trying to figure out, is a mushroom a plant or an animal? Neither, both. It's in between. It's its own line now. It's its own branch on the... And now we're even starting to see why. Even in its flavor profiles and the way it's providing nutrients to us, it's as much a meat as it is a plant. Is anybody freaking out just a little bit with me? Maybe not freaking out, but this is cool. Give me a couple of this is cools. I'm reading this going, we got to talk about this week. We're going to talk about the mega medicine involved in fungi this week. It's pretty cool, right? You guys are going to, for the rest of today, umami, umami. What are the 5 flavor profiles now? We had sweet. I have to look at my cheat sheet. Hold on. What do we have? Sweet, salty, bitter, sour, umami. And maple syrup. No. Forget the maple syrup. Okay, the fungi are the richest non-animal source of this nourishing sensation. These savory factors, along with the medicinal qualities, which we're going to talk about this week, along with the medicinal qualities that edible species provide, make fungi some of the most underrated foods in contemporary Western cuisine. A fact that is surely to change in the coming decades. Woohoo! I've always underrated mushrooms my whole life. Avoided them. Oh, not the flavor. I guess I like the umami. I couldn't stand the cooked consistency, rubbery-ish. Like, oh, squid. Oh. I couldn't stand it. It was all up here. I can't even imagine a food that's better for me to eat than a clean mushroom, clean, healthy mushroom. I'm talking about, the regular edibles. Phenomenally good for us in so many ways. The next chapter we're going to read is called, well, let me say this. Umami counterbalances saltiness, enabling recipes to do what? If umami's counterbalancing saltiness and you're going to add mushrooms to a recipe, what does that mean? Come on, chef. Less salt. You can use less salt in your recipe because umami is going to give it. Umami counterbalances saltiness, enabling recipes to reduce their salt content by up to 50% without compromising flavor. What does the word umami mean in Japanese? Umami! Umami in Japanese means delicious. That was my close. Close. Close there, Pops. Umami. Japanese for delicious. Tomorrow we'll talk about mega food medicine of the macro fungi. Okay? That's what we're going to talk about. And it gets real fun. It's going to talk about fungi compared to fruits, meats, and grains. Okay? Great stuff. What kind of time do we have? I've got about 10 minutes, and we're going to do 2 more giveaways. Okay? But hang with me on this. I'm going to start it. I've been in this book quite a bit, but I think this week's a week where we're just going to practice love. That's really what I want to do. I experienced so much here, and I continue to. I experience it when I'm with just at the grow house and I'm interfacing just with bags and bags and bags. Duct taping something closed. I'm like, I love it. I'm just in love. It's so much, it's not hard to live in an attitude of love. It starts with me, of just appreciation for things that, the simpler, the better for me, because I don't want to overcomplicate. I want to even downsize. I want to downsize so I could grow. Does that make any sense? So the book that we're looking at this week is called How to Be Loved by Humble the Poet. And I'm going to start, there's a really neat thing that we're going to start with here about attraction. Let's talk about attraction. Is love an attraction? If you're lovely, are you attractive? Are you attractive first and then you're lovely? How could you even know if you're lovely if you didn't attract somebody in the first place? Is love an action? Is it a thought? Is it an emotion? Is it a habit? Is it definable? Do we see it in nature? If we be nature, are we being love? Or is nature really like hard on itself? Nature's vicious. Nature kills. Does nature kill for a good reason? Because it loves and it wants to grow and evolve? Is it really bad then? There's so many, love. Well, it gets complicated if we want it to. We could sincerely complicate. Is love linear? Is love a straight line? Is love a straight line? If you had to draw love in a pattern, would it be a spiral? Would it be a square? Would it be a circle? If love's a circle, is there something on the outside that isn't love and everything on the inside is love? Or is love just the line and it just can't stop being connected to it? Listen to this. It would be chaotic. Love would be chaotic. Is love chaotic? Is love chaos? Or is love ordered? Now we're thinking, aren't we? Look at us. It's Fibonacci's number. Look at us. So we're doing some thinking. I'm not joking. This is a time to do this. I like the Fibonacci number in a way because we'll see that everywhere in nature. We're going to talk about that all this week. Is that okay? Give me 5 people that think reasonable topic for the end of tea readings this week. 5 people. We'll do a little love talk. Yes? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's perfect. That's enough. You know what? I'm going to read right out of the book, page 15. Love isn't found. It's realized. Wasn't there a famous philosopher that said, I think, therefore I am? Descartes. This French guy sitting around. Doesn't have a whole lot better to do. He owns a million acres and a bunch of serfs, and they all do all the sharecropping. He gets to sit around, collect the taxes on the property, and think. Write books, read the old classics. And this guy's like, what is the mental theorem that I can come up with that'll even prove that I exist? How can I prove it? Do I exist here or in an alternate? And he ultimately comes up with the concept, if I think, I must exist. I think, therefore I am. Cogit ergo sum. I think, therefore sum I am. How about this one? Could he have said this? I love, therefore I'm love. Could he have said that? Are they the same thing? I think, therefore I am love. I think love, therefore I am love. I think yes to that. I think love is realized. It isn't something we stumble upon like a rock on the ground. It's not just sitting out there waiting to be stumbled on. Whoop, I stubbed my toe. What is this? Pick it up. Oh my God, a ball of love. I wouldn't even know what it was if I didn't realize it. I'm painting my future in the exact way I'm worried about. If I'm scared, I'm attracting more fear. If I'm angry, I'm attracting more anger. If I'm suffering, I'm attracting more suffering. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. What I've only realized recently is that the solution to any problem shouldn't begin with the word stop. It should begin with the word start. Got a problem? We're all told, oh, stop that. Well, don't just stop. Just quit. We're taught that's the way to end our problems. Stop. What if we did this? What if we started? Up. Whoa. Instead of stop worrying, I need to start something. Remember, love is an action word. Focus on the action. This principle that our feelings attract more of the same doesn't just apply to the unwanted feelings in our life. It also applies to the wonderful experiences, happiness, joy, peace, love. There were some really attractive people at Mush Fest, attracting each other to a long distance location, like a bunch of bees, like a bunch of salmon going back upriver to home. It didn't care what some of us took a lot longer trip. Kim and Mike, nerdy, swimming upstream, action. What were they attracting in the process? So if we want more love, we have to start feeling and accessing more love first, because that in itself will attract more love. I want more people. I want more love. I do. If I really do, I have to start feeling it myself. I have to be one of the attractive ones. Not because I want to be attractive. I do it and it becomes an attraction. It's an important idea to marinate on, because for so many of us, when we think about wanting love, it comes from a place of thirst, a place of fear, a place of scarcity, a place of anxiety, a place of depression, a place of PTSD, a place of needing some kind of comfort, a place of feeling like we're not worthy. Somehow everybody else is, but they just don't know you. If they only really knew. Every one of us is that. Every one of us has that same bridge experience that we talked about earlier. We just don't tell people, yeah, I felt like jumping up, but my brain brought me back. What we do instead is we make self-deprecating jokes about being alone forever, not realizing that even when we joke like that, we're setting the direction for our life. Well, I'll always be alone. Yeah, because you're attracting exactly that every time you say it. If that's not really what you want to attract, let's work on what we're saying. Realization that love's going to go back to I am, therefore I am. Therefore I am. Therefore I am. I think I'm always going to be alone. Therefore I am. I think I'm going to grow a whole lot of mushrooms. Therefore I am. I think I'm going to help as many people as I possibly can this month. Therefore I am. What we are is what we attract. What we are is what we're going to attract. We attracted a bunch of weirdo goofballs that want to be good and kind and learn and love. Oh, I must be one. Attracting them. I love it. I wish there were more. Come to the weird side. As long as you come with kindness. As long as you come attractive. We are what we are is what we attract. It's a principle in our universe. It empowers us to have and become all that we can. When we love ourselves, we'll find love in others. You look past the crap. Go, yep, I see all that junk, but don't you see the goodness in there? Can't you see that person's soul? There wasn't one person, not one person at our fest that I couldn't look past. There wasn't a bunch of lumps to look at, but all you looked at was souls. Giving souls, playing music souls, serving souls, showing souls, teaching souls, competing souls, laughing souls. Unbelievable. When we find love in ourselves, we'll stop looking in other places. Floor sweeping souls, Herbie. That's right. Yes. Yes. We'll stop looking for love in other places, and instead, more love will be easier to recognize. This means loving who you are now. It's okay to love what your future's going to look like, too. But love who you are now. This one, everybody says love. Just do it. Nobody said be perfect now. We said just love yourself. Attract more love. All of it will get more realized. Or you could sit around and be an old curmudgeon in your house. Keep the doors locked. Don't ever invite anybody over. Don't do anything. Keep it blacked out for Halloween. And wonder why nobody ever wants to come over. Wonder why it's a little lonely in your spot. Because you're not attracting anybody. Because you didn't pick up the phone and text somebody and say, hey, just thinking about you. Nothing special. Hope you're having a great day. You might get a text or two back like that when you're not feeling good. Hey, haven't heard from you. You feeling okay? But you have to start. You don't think about the bad things. You don't think about the bad potential for the future. The past, F our past. Our past is simply what it took to get where we are today to start. At the end of the day, we really should be thanking our past. This isn't going to happen overnight. Remember working out? Go to the gym for 2 days. I don't look like Hulk Hogan. I quit. Well, that was how I go to the gym. That's how I go to the gym. If I don't look like Hulk Hogan, I'm going to put in a week. I'm giving it a week. I'm even going to get a trainer. Right? Hire bulk. I'm showing up every day for a week. At the end of the week, if I don't look like Hulk Hogan, well, I quit. Is that reasonable? Does that even make sense? That I should look like Hulk after a week? The Hulk Hogan of love. I should look like him after a week. Even though I got a trainer and I'm showing up every day and nothing happens overnight. If you think it's going to happen overnight, you're back up there. Here's what you think. If I practice this, therefore I will experience it. I will become it. It's not going to happen overnight. But neither did your ability to walk, talk, or read. How long did it take you to learn how to walk? Basic. 2 years? Maybe 3? Toddling around. It's about 3. By the time you're 6 or 7, you can, chase someone around the recess. Maybe 12, you're running pretty good. By the time you're 16, you can make the track team, and maybe you might even be able to hurdle something. You might be a hurdler. Most people can't even hurdle when they run. Some of us are still learning how to walk/run. We're certainly not running at our best. And then we're saying, well, geez, that should take me for, I should be able to be this like guy that I want to be in a week. No, we're learning how to walk. How about talking? Gaga goo goo. We're at Gaga goo goo right now. We're at Gaga goo goo right now. Okay? That's all right. Who starts at writing the Constitution, Declaration of Independence? Not very many. No, zero. I'm not writing the Declaration of Independence by the end of the week. This stuff doesn't work. Let's learn daddy, mommy. Let's learn love. Reading. Oh, don't get me started on reading. Some of us don't know how to read today and graduated high school. I could give you a comprehension test on what you read an hour ago and you wouldn't pass. I don't mean you here. I mean people. We don't even know how to read. So let's practice. I practice reading. I practice reading, and here's how I read. I don't read one subject, one book, and that's it. If I'm interested in something, I need 50 sources. Source it out. Read as much as I can. And then, based off of other experiences and other knowledges, fill in the blanks myself and come up with my own comprehensive conclusions. And I never really conclude because there's still more information that's going to come out for me. If I get new information, I might have to come up with a new conclusion. Have a great day, Laura. So I would submit, the author here submits, that learning to love is not a one-day process. It's not a 3-week process. And just like learning to read, learning to run, learning to talk, it's an ongoing process at which we can always improve. Very quickly. We're almost done. Can you be a better reader than you are now? Can you be a better talker than you are now? Could you be a better walker than you are right now? Can you be a better lover than you are right now? We can always go deeper with love. There is no finish line. And there shouldn't be. Let's commit to start doing what it takes to stay in love with a future that hasn't happened. And let's feel love when we think about our past. Then we will become a magnet for love. And in this case, it won't be opposites that attract. Let's start. I love you guys. Thanks for letting me share all of that. I'm talking to myself. I'm reminding myself to continue to practice. Continue. Think, therefore, be. Thank you, guys. Let's do 2 giveaways. 1 giveaway to everybody. Give me a number between 1 and 50. Give me a number between 1 and 50. Go. First person to get this number between 1 and 50. I want to do 2 giveaways. This little giveaway, and then we're going to do a pearl box. We've got a nice big pearl box to give away. Thank you for you guys being here. These little treats at the end are just that. They're just treats. We can't not think of a way to make sure people are experiencing some of this medicine on their own. I'm still scrolling through looking for who's got the best number here, the number that's in the chute, And who? So far, I haven't seen it. There it is. There it is. Augustine Pereira. Augustine Pereira says 36. Augustine. Augustine, 36 is the correct number. Augustine Pereira. That's a great name. Augustine Pereira. We're going to be sending you, my friend, pretty much the same thing that we sent to Shawanda. This is a big, gigantic, fat, thick, blue ghost. Big old guy. Okay? You probably need maybe a third of him at a time, maybe. At the mosty dosty. And then micro doses. Take one a day in the morning. So get yourself a new cycle going. That's going to be 10 of these, 250 milligrams each. And they were made by Hager Bumps. Okay? So Augustine, if you're in the United States, get me your address today, if you can, at the DetroitMushLab.net. Scroll to the bottom of that. There's an email contact for me. Send me your address, and we'll be mailing that off to you ASAP, as soon as possible. Okay? And then let's do one more giveaway. We're going to do one more giveaway. This is going to be a pearl box. Before anybody says any numbers, don't say any numbers because I'm not listening yet. I'm not looking, I should say. Let me just show you what's in the box. Pearl. We have to thank her from the bottom of our oyster bed. We're thanking Pearl from the very bottom of the oyster bed. We started out with 25 pearl boxes. Okay? We started off with 25 that she had made up and sent to us. What an enormous number that is, and the work and it's just unbelievable. And then also the work that she's doing with the Colorado Myco League. Pearl, we just have to thank her so much for what she's done for this group. And I mean that. Beautiful boxes. We started out with 25. We're down to 3. There's 3 left we'll give away this week. That means 22 people out there have received a pearl box from us. We've sent out 22 already. I actually have a list right here. I'm not going to read it, but I have a list of the 22 people that we've already sent a pearl box to. I'm going to humbly ask that if you've received one of these boxes, don't participate in this giveaway. Let's give a chance to the last 3 people that haven't received a box. I mean, the last 3 boxes, let's make sure they go to somebody that hasn't received one. Okay? What's in the box, just so you remember what the box looked like. We had a well put together fortune cookie. According to Fortune, this one isn't. This one's going to be in really good shape. Okay, fortunately speaking. 4 grams of albino ghost, beautiful buttons. 4 grams of beautiful, beautiful buttons. We also have another 4 grams, that's 8 grams alone right there, of DC 350. Perfect size for dosing. Boop, boom, boop, boom, boop, boom. Perfect, perfect, perfect stuff. Then, if you happen to have a gorilla, gorillas work best for this dose. These are gorilla dose. They're large and in charge. I think they're about a half a gram each. Deborah can confirm that. But if you have a gorilla, this will be a nice little microdose for any gorilla in the morning. And a little mushroom token goes in the box. And our card of the day. Be impeccable with your word. Replace fear with love. Hey, that was in the reading. The human mind is like a fertile ground. I think, therefore I am. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, only impeccable stuff gets planted. The words that come will not be from fear. Your mind's only fertile for the words that come from love. Boop. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So that's what the box looks like. Let's do a number between 1 and 50. Go. If you've already won a box, please don't participate. I would appreciate that. Go. If you've already won a box, you'll watch somebody else get one too. Kill the game. Kill the game. It's over. It's over. It's over. Edward E. Edward E. has already won. Congratulations, Edward E. Edward E. said 3. Edward E. said 3, and a 3 was the first one in the chute. First one in the chute. Congratulations, Edward E. So, Edward, if you could get me your address at the DetroitMushLab.net, boop, off this will get mailed to you. And then, I know, Shawanda, what's up with those 3s today? Edward. And you know what else is 3? We have 3 more of these to give away. Okay? 3 more. So if you didn't win today, you can still win this week. You have to be here to win. A little hook to make sure that you come back so we can keep practicing love. Guys, go have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. From the bottom of my heart, I'm glad we're back on track. We'll do rando factos and keep learning about mushrooms, keep talking about love, and keep laughing together. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to scroll you guys out. What a great day. What a good show. Shawanda and Edward E. and Niffy and Higgs. Thank you, Higgs. Thanks for your caps. We still have a number of them to give away here. Shawanda and Rob Edwards and Satter and Kimberly and Gasly and Islay and Cleany and Melissa G. and Shawanda and 5280 all day. And Edward E. and Deborah Pearl, thank you, Deb. I sent you a message. Shawanda and Matt and Mr. Marmars and Antonio Gavacho. Hello, Antonio. Satter Wolf and Shawanda and Badger Punk. Yeah, we just kind of looked like you got shy. It was Mushmouth came by to pick up some stuff, but he got shy. Bill D, Satter Wolf, Jackie Cat. Do you guys want to see him? Hold on a second. See if he's going to not be shy. 1 second. Mushy! Mush! Mush! Mushy, they're demanding to see you on the screen. I said you got shy, but then I realized maybe you're not. Here's the mush. Boop. Oh, I'm sure you put your sunglasses on to come in. So yeah, he drove up from New Hampshire late yesterday. All day yesterday. Spent the night road dogging it somewhere.
McDonald's parking lot.
And I said, yeah, why didn't you stay here? But
Mush Fest 25, yo!
Mushy.
What?
Well, they just wanted to. I guess
Hello,
they
everyone.
just wanted to see if you're still handsome.
I'm still here.
Okay, I'm still here. No, you're not. You're just back.
You did say you gotta be here to win, so what do I win?
Thanks, Mush.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Looking good this morning. So yeah, he popped in this morning to let us know he's here to. He had to. He flew home, so he had to come back to pick up a bunch of stuff. So the lag is real, right, Badgie? Was I know. He was a minute out there, and well, you guys know the lag is real. When I'm in here doing it live out in the garage, takes a good. Where? Well, you guys know the
The lag is real.
When I'm Yeah, look at that. Did you see that? Takes almost like 30, 40 seconds to get to the phones or to the garage situation. And who knows, to your phone. And then once he gets to your phone, you still got to bounce back and answer to us. And then some people, oh, Pops, I said it first. Well, the lag is real. Okay. And the mush mouth is real. You guys are right. Anyways, hey, Mushy, thanks for jumping in. Okay. The lag. Mello and Jesus Christ and Saturn and Nippy and Shawanda and 5280 all day and Kimberly and Clean Girl and Mello and Hisley and Badge, it's real, and Greenie and Jackie. At Mushmouth, Jackie's sending you a bunch of kissy faces? Oh, okay. 5280, Jesus Christ, Kimberly, Catzilla, Mike, Miles Cropper, Laura Devine, Saturn, Mr. Marmar, Shawana Page, Jesus Christ in Australia. Mushmouth says, morning, y'all. And Sid Hunter, Michael Allen, and Herbs. Yeah, he's got to drive home today. We're going to keep him safe. Pops, peace, love, practice. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace. See what we're doing here? It's attractive here. They come back. They've barely gone a week. I gotta go back. It's so attractive there. And it's because we're practicing. Go practice. See you guys tomorrow.